Welcome back to the final episode of Season 2 of Tactics, the series where we give you the exact actions, not just strategies, not just ideas, but the exact actions that we are taking to deliver predictable, profitable growth for our customers. And today we are joined by a CTC legend, a woman who has occupied almost every role inside of this organization, but I think she has found her sweet spot where she is now as the Director of Creator Content here inside of Common Thread Collective. And what's unique about Adrian is that she has spent many years as a growth strategist first before leading creator content. So she has a unique ability to understand the combination of not just what makes great UGC, but what makes great UGC that produces marginal results for a customer. And today she's going to be breaking down a series of ads and examples for you to understand exactly how you can produce predictable and profitable UGC for your business. As always, thank you to our sponsors, DataShifts and Sorrel, for their continued support of this series. They make it happen, and we'll be back later to tell you more about them. But for now, here's Adrian Austin, Director of Creator Content here at Common Thread Collective.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Tactics. My name is Adrian Austin. I'm the Director of Creator Content here at CTC. And I'm stoked to chat through what we believe here at CTC make up a really, really strong UGC creator or influencer content. Ultimately, what we would identify as 6 key areas to make sure you check off when you're sourcing, briefing, editing, and building UGC style content in your ad account is these 6 key areas of focus. So number 1, does it have a strong hook? Number 2, does your ad build authority? Number 3, does it cover down on your core USPs, your unique selling propositions? Number 4, does it highlight or speak to objections to purchase? Number 5, does it have social proof? And number 6, does it have a clear call to action? So let's dive in. What we've done here is pull really specific examples from some awesome brands in the space that are doing really strong UGC creator or influencer style content. So number 1 is Vuori. So let's check out.
Hi, I'm Darren, a men's designer here at Vuori, and this is the Ponto Performance Pant. Our Ponto collection features our signature Dream Knit fabric, an ultra-soft performance 4-way stretch knit. This style was designed to be a modern fit with endless comfort.
Okay, so what you can see that Vuori's done here is actually take one of their product designers and kind of do an explainer video with a bunch of brand style footage, B-roll mixed into this edit. Now, this walks the line of brand content and creator content, but it starts out with this very authentic talk to the camera style hook, right? Which ultimately right away leads with brand authority. The guy who physically made these pants is talking about these pants, right? It doesn't really get any more authoritative than that. It really focuses on USPs, the Dream Knit 4-way stretch fabric, things that if you know and love Vuori, you understand are a part of the way that they make their product and makes their product stand out. Now, what would make this ad specifically a lot stronger is if they were to do text overlays or captions on this video. This video itself has no text, and so if you're scrolling with no sound, you're not going to know what this guy is talking about or why you should care. That's one thing that we would do to kind of make this video stronger. Now, this video also walks the line of kind of a branded content or UGC creator style content. There's no voiceover, right? There's just the music, the background music. What it's doing is showing the product in different workout formats. Now, what this video, knowing it performs, what it would be a really good use case for is sending this video example out as a brief or in your brief to creators or influencers or UGC creators, right? So that they can take this and film similar clips of them doing similar movements with the product and then creating a mashup reel of all of those clips. That authenticity of the creator content clips mixed with this similar format of a best performing ad could kind of take this format to the next level.
All right, if you've been following me for a while, you know I believe the real leverage in D2C growth today isn't happening just in your ad account. It's upstream to that. It's about who you are as a brand. And one of the best brand building activities that you can run is influencer marketing. And I don't just mean paying people to post for you or sending some famous people product. I mean building an owned influencer community, one that promotes you on repeat and drives relentless social proof. The best tool I found to do that is called Sorrel. Sorrel handles everything, seriously, end to end. You can discover any creator you want so they can help you define the ideal partners. You can automate all of your outreach at scale. It's crazy. Every communication, every relationship, all visible in one spot. It integrates with Shopify so you can ship the products really easily. You can also track all of your performance with their built-in tools. And then you can monitor every mention on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube through their social listening platform. It's like HubSpot for influencer marketing. If you're serious about brand growth this year, you need to check it out. Head to getsorall.com. We'll drop a link in the show notes and tell them Taylor sent you. I'll hook you up with a little love. Again, that's getsorall.com, and build your own influencer community today.
All right, let's move on to Bird Dogs, another brand that many of you know and love. This is your kind of X reasons why format. This is an extremely native to feed looking style video, right? There's just music, there's native to feed style captions and text overlays on this 3 reasons why. It really carries you through the video itself, meaning that like all these clips are pretty short and punchy. It pulls together like a lot of different shots of the product in different places here. And it's funny. Like if you watch this whole video through, it's actually really funny. A lot of the different call outs and kind of the storyline that they walk you through. They're selling to males, which we've seen that kind of humor angle work really well with the male consumer. They also lean into that hook and authority, kind of appealing to this higher brand, right, Nordstrom, and kind of play off that in the beginning, which is a good hook. All right, this one is awesome. What's interesting about both of these strong ads for Bird Dogs is neither of them have voiceover. They're both music, right, in the background with text overlay, kind of a script that moves you along through that video. Really clear call out and customer pain point in the first 3 seconds, which makes this video extremely strong. No one is watching your video past seconds 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 seconds max. So if you're not calling out something that's going to hook them in right here in the beginning of your video, you've already lost them, right? Okay, next we're going to check out these Comfrt examples.
Those sweatpants look really comfortable.
You don't know about Comfrt?
No.
Bro, they're going so viral right now for being the comfiest, lightly weighted sweat set on the market, and they're the best thing I've ever purchased.
May I feel?
Yeah, check them out. Wait, dude, check out the whole set. I don't fly or do any sort of traveling unless it's in a Comfrt set. I love the brand because it's like this slightly weighted.
So I love this video because it's that kind of tried and true podcast style format, which we know is working for a lot of brands right now. And having these 2 creators talk back and forth to each other is just a really awesome way to build authority and familiarity with the brand. Now, what I wish this brand had done is start out with this clip. Let's see if we can find it right here, right?
Sort of traveling.
He goes, I don't do any sort of traveling unless it's in a Comfrt set. So I wish this brand would have taken this, maybe they have, right? But this video and taken that clip and pushed it towards the beginning. That's a much stronger hook than what they're leaning with right here.
Sweatpants look really comfortable.
Those sweatpants look really comfortable. Okay, sure. That feels more like branded, organic style content. Whereas if you're wanting to turn this video, this TikTok video, into an awesome ad for paid social, what you're doing then is pull this clip straight into the first 3 seconds. And you're like, wait, you don't fly what? It's just a really strong hook.
Okay guys, I'm calling it now. This is going to be the It Girl sweat set of 2024. I live in these sweat sets by Comfrt, and this has to be hands down my favorite color they've came out with. It's from their signature collection in the color Sky. The material that they use is something I've never felt before. I just got mine off a TikTok shop, and I feel like it's a hack because it's cheaper than on their website. If you want this color, I would run. They already sold out twice, so if you want...
Okay, awesome. So this is obviously a TikTok shop affiliate, right? It's really clear that she's obviously making commission off of this product selling, but what she's doing is hitting all of those key points of a really strong typical TikTok influencer video, taking this as an example video and briefing it out to all your ambassadors, UGC creators, influencers, and saying, hey, we need a 30-second video of you doing different try-ons, wearing the product in different settings, and then record a 30-second voiceover. Here's a script. And sourcing the heck out of these is an awesome way to generate like a super strong pipeline of content, whether they're, you know, higher tier creators and influencers or just ambassadors and UGC creators. This style of content, honestly, when run as an ad, works regardless of how many followers this person has. As long as they're authoritative about the product, have a strong script, show the product, talk about how it feels, what it looks like, reactions when putting it on, those types of clips just always make for fire ad content in the apparel space. Okay, next we're going to move on to Huckberry.
What do you get when you combine a great pair of casual, everyday sneakers with an elevated premium leather loafer? The Luca Terra Low sneaker. The whole idea behind the Luca Terra collection was taking what we love about casual, comfortable sneakers and blending it with premium materials that you typically find in more elevated leather footwear. You're really getting two shoes.
Okay, this is awesome. This video, again, kind of walks the line of branded versus UGC content, but I've seen so many what we would call founder style ads work really well that are formatted just like this lately. It's a guy, it's the founder, male or female, in some sort of workshop or even a warehouse style setting talking about the product. It crushes. What I love about this ad is that he purposely puts the pair of Vans in there. You can see the Vans. It's almost like a sneaky way of doing a comparison ad here. He puts the Vans in there, he puts the loafers in there, he shows them swiping away, and he shows these kind of 2 shoes for the price of 1. Now, what would make a really strong intro, instead of the way he just kind of leads in right here, in the beginning, he leads in with,
you combine a great pair of casual.
It's not a bad hook by any means, but what I would want to see as the hook is
and the more elevated leather footwear. You're really getting 2 shoes
right there.
For the price of 1.
You're really getting 2 shoes for the price of 1. Boom. If that's in the first 3 seconds and then it leads with everything else, him talking about how they made the product, blah, 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 I'm sold.
I think I just found the best gift guide on the market. This gift guide is for all the men in your life because we know they're the hardest to shop for. This gift guide that I'm talking about can be found at huckberry.com and is truly just a one-stop shop for all your shopping needs. And if you're not sure where to start, they've made it super easy.
I love how organic this talking to camera style video is in the beginning. It's like literally her holding her iPhone, right? It's not produced in any way. Immediately I trust her, but what I would want to see earlier in this video actually is the screen recording of the Huckberry gift guide as a video overlay right here, literally kind of at her shoulder, right? So if we could take that overlay and push it up toward the beginning of the video, then you actually know not only is this girl trustworthy, but I know she's talking about Huckberry because I see the Huckberry gift guide scrolling while she's talking, right? Kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone right there. You're not having to wait to see the gift guide. You see it up front while you're listening to this girl talk about it.
You guys have probably heard me say that I think LTV is a genetic attribute for most brands, meaning it's really hard to move with just marketing. But I want to show you something that I think can have a dramatic effect on your LTV today. And it starts right here on your checkout page. So we all know this little box right here that we're hoping our customers check to receive email and SMS from us, right? When we build the checkout page, we have to wrestle with, do we pre-check it? Do we not? And of course, that's a consideration for both compliance and opt-in rates. So we know that if you don't check it, right, you have a high level of compliance, low risk of causing any legal issues, but the opt-in rates are super low. They can be low as 4%. Whereas if you pre-check it, you might get an opt-in rate of up to 54%, but you're running a lot of compliance risk depending on where the customer is around the world. Well, with data ships, they actually do dynamic consent collection, where they recognize where the customer is from, ensure that you are following and complying with local law, and actually increasing the consent by helping the customer to be sure that they're being considered in the process. Now, why is this so important? Because the LTV of customers that do and do not subscribe is wildly different. Look at this data from DataShips. They see that a CLV, customer lifetime value, in apparel as an example, for a non-subscribed customer is $47, where it's more than double for those that subscribe. Just checking that little box for a small subset of customers can massively increase the CLV of your cohorts. But don't take my word for it. Here's what they'll do. If you go speak to DataShips right now, they'll help you do an analysis to compare the value of an opted-in versus an opted-out customer. They'll then help you set up an A/B test of a dynamically collected or dynamic consent application to figure out how much you can improve the process, and they'll track the incremental revenue generated from that process. It's a win-win. Incremental LTV off of your customers by increasing your compliance. Say less. DataShips. Check them out.
This is how you change your life in 2024.
The Gymshark 66 is back.
Download the Gymshark training app, sign up, and join the challenge.
You choose 3 habits that you can...
This Gymshark ad is one of the most underutilized kind of ad styles, and it's usually because brands have a hard time sourcing enough content to make some sort of mashup like this. But if you have an incredible content pipeline from UGC creators, higher tier creators, or influencers, or you can generate content like this in-house, creating mashup ads like this is a no-brainer and getting a bunch of different variations. This mashup ad alone is 20 ads if you take each person as a different intro, and because each of them might perform differently, right? Super easy way to get 20 new ads in your ad account if you have content like this to support that quick edit.
You're a 19-year-old pizza boy, obsessed with the gym, who thought you could do gym stuff better. You spend your paycheck on a screen printer.
I love these story-style videos of like how the brand started, what the thought work was behind it, like where it originated. Some of those like older, like these iPhone clips just really have you like, it's this nostalgic feeling of, you know, it's authentic because you're seeing these random clips that honestly the founder or the founder's mom probably took years ago, right? And then all they did was slap it's probably an AI voiceover over this video, and it really solidifies the brand as like relatable and aspirational and authentic, like a real brand with a real kind of original purpose and original mission and original thought work behind their product. All right, so again, there are some brands, especially in the apparel space, that, you know, really hesitate to run UGC style content because it's not in line with their brand. And so they don't like the voiceovers, they don't like the talking to camera, they don't like the captions and the text overlays. They want the clean white font, or they want no font or no captions on the video at all, right? This is a really strong format to test if you're dealing with kind of more strict brand guidelines. Asking your UGC creators, your higher tier content creators or influencers to create like more kind of day in the lifestyle videos, workout videos, get ready with me videos with no voiceover or no talking to camera. Just have them doing clips of what they would normally do in your clothes or with your product, add music to it, and then have that. What I like about this video is that it has this really clear headline: how to make your body feel good all day. Now, it alludes to what she's doing, right? She's working out in the video. It also alludes to what she's wearing. And so, you know, even though this product isn't in your face and it's not like over the top selling it in a way that might feel inauthentic to the brand, we bet it converts just because of how authentic and organic it feels. Okay, so again, just to wrap this up, when you are sourcing, briefing, editing, and launching your ad content that fills that media mix allocation of your creator content, your UGC content, or influencer content, making sure that they check every single one of these 6 boxes is the surefire way to get ad content in your ad account that converts and feels native to feed in a way that people trust and will actually purchase from.